I'm your host, BrightLearn, and today we're tackling a subject that's not just buzzing, but booming in the tech world: artificial intelligence. But here's the twist. We're not just talking about AI. We're diving into a conversation that's as intense as it is intriguing. We're talking about the race for AI supremacy between the US and China, and how wokeism might just be the unexpected hurdle tripping up America's progress. So grab your headphones and get ready for a wild ride as we break down an interview featuring none other than Mike Adams, the Health Ranger, and the ever-controversial Alex Jones. They're here to drop some serious knowledge bombs about how America's internal struggles might be handing China the keys to the AI kingdom. Let's set the scene. It's a typical day in the world of Alex Jones, where the news is always breaking and the stakes are always high. He kicks off the conversation with a nod to the political chaos of the moment: President Donald Trump's latest moves, the stock market's roller coaster, and the globalist deep state in panic mode. But then, he shifts gears and introduces Mike Adams, who's here to offer a unique perspective on why America might be losing the AI race. Adams doesn't waste any time getting to the heart of the matter. He points out that OpenAI, despite its name, is anything but open. It's a closed system, he argues, and this is a problem. China, on the other hand, has taken a radically different approach. They've released an open-source AI model, DeepSeek, which Adams describes as a bombshell for human freedom. This model, he says, is not just good, it's probably the best in the world. And the kicker? It's free and decentralized. Adams emphasizes that this is a game changer. While US corporations like Google and OpenAI are hoarding data and computing power, China is democratizing AI, putting the power into the hands of the people. This, he argues, is a direct challenge to the US approach, which he sees as monopolistic and controlling. But here's where things get really interesting. Adams doesn't just stop at the technicalities of AI. He dives into the cultural and political factors that he believes are holding America back. He criticizes the Democrats for dumbing down the education system and pushing wokeness, which he sees as the antithesis of reason and innovation. He argues that this has sabotaged America's ability to compete with China, which is churning out millions of STEM graduates who aren't distracted by identity politics. Adams doesn't mince words. He calls wokeism a threat to national security and argues that it's stifling innovation. He believes that America needs to return to a meritocracy, where the best and brightest rise to the top, regardless of their background. He criticizes universities for penalizing Asian and white students, which he sees as discriminatory and counterproductive. And then there's the issue of censorship. Adams argues that while China may censor certain topics, the US is no better. He claims that American AI models censor criticism of Big Pharma, the origins of COVID-19, and other sensitive topics. This, he says, is a form of control that's just as insidious as China's censorship. But Adams isn't just here to criticize. He's also offering solutions. He calls on Trump to decentralize AI, to open source it, and to let innovators like himself lead the charge. He believes that America needs to embrace open source models and foster a culture of innovation that's free from the constraints of woke ideology. And then there's the bombshell prediction. Adams warns that if America doesn't get its act together, it could become a colony of China within 5 years. He argues that China's AI advancements could give them the power to take down America's infrastructure, from the power grid to the banking system. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room: Elon Musk. Adams acknowledges Musk's concerns about the direction of OpenAI, agreeing that it needs to be truly open. He sees Musk as a visionary who understands the stakes of the AI race. But he also criticizes those who attack Musk for wanting to bring in foreign talent, arguing that America needs the best and brightest from around the world to stay competitive. As the conversation winds down, Adams leaves us with a stark warning. He urges America to wake up and take action. He calls for an end to wokeism, an overhaul of the education system, and a return to rationality and technical skills. He believes that the future of the West depends on America's ability to innovate and lead in the realm of AI. So there you have it, folks. A conversation that's as provocative as it is enlightening. Whether you agree with Mike Adams or not, one thing is clear. The AI race is on, and the stakes couldn't be higher. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop me a line in the comments or hit me up on social media. And don't forget to subscribe to BrightLearn for more deep dives into the topics that matter. Until next time, keep learning, keep questioning, and keep shining bright.
This has been a BrightLearn.ai summary of an interview between Alex Jones and Mike Adams on January 29th, 2025. The full interview is available at brighteon.com, where you can also find podcasts and special reports by Mike Adams and other creators. Visit naturalnews.com for full editorial coverage of this interview and breaking news on critical stories that will keep you informed and aware of what's really going on.